Hi there, welcome to Apito, project setup and configuration video. In this video we will create an API for our e-commerce project. The first step after creating your project is to define your project models. The most important part of designing an API is database modeling. Let's start by creating our first model. We all know products and categories are a crucial part of an e-commerce API. Let's create our first model then. To create a model, first click on the Models tab in the top navigation menu. Then from the left sidebar, click on Add a Model button. Now, write down the name of the model, in our case it will be Product. Now click on the Create button. Your first model is being created. Next, we will add few fields to our newly created product model. To add fields to a model, click on the Add a Field button. First, we will add a title field of type text and we will set the attribute of the title to required. Then, a description field of type, rich text. An image field of type, media. A price field of type, number. And last but not least, a rating field of type, number. Great, we finished creating our first model with fields. Now let's create another model named Category and add few fields in it. Those fields will be name, label and icons. Apito Model and Field Builder is very versatile. You can use it to design complex and nested model structure. Next, we will create relations between them. For that you need to click on the Add Field button and then select Relations. Your relation creation between models depends on your project requirements. For now, let's say, product has many categories and categories has many products. Wow, as you can see, how easy it is to create entity relations between models in Apito. Also, you can rename, delete and create fields and relations anytime you want. Now that our database design of product and category model with relation is created, we are ready to insert some contents. Click on the Contents tab and select your model. As you can see, table and forms are auto-generated based on your database model design. Let me insert few products and categories into our database. To add a new product, click on the Add a New Product button, which is on the right side of the product content table. You will be able to see a drawer pops up from the right side of our table, which contains an auto-generated specialized input form based on your model design. Let's add our first product using this form into our database. Let's add our first category into our database. As you can see, while creating a category, you can directly tag products with it. Let's do that. Wow, that product and category are now linked with each other. Now I will pause the video and add few more products and categories. Great, we are done here. Authentication is also a crucial part of any API or backend. Let's add authentication module to our project. In order to add authentication support to our API, first we have to create a role for which all authenticated users will belong to. For this, go to Settings, then click on Roles. From the right side, click on the Create Role button. Enter a role name. I will call this role auth user. Now, form the API permission table. You can choose what kind of permissions an authenticated user will have. Apito roles and permission system is very versatile. For our API, let's say our authenticated users will be able to read all product and category. We will cover more on roles and permissions on a separate video. Now, click on Create Role button to create our auth role. Now, we will enable authentication support on our API. For this, go to Settings, then to Add-ons, then click on the Authentication module. You will see this drawer pops up from the right. Let's configure our authentication module here. Choose authentication type and what role the logged-in user will belong to. Click Enable to add authentication support to your API. To check if authentication module added to your API or not, go to Content tab, and if you can see a model named user, then congratulations, you have successfully added authentication support to your API. Our e-commerce API is ready. To explore our API, let's visit the API tab from the top of the navigation menu. As you can see, our GraphQL API is ready for use. You can also use REST API if your project requires it. We have both. Let's run our first query. We will now query for all the products for a particular category. As you can see, it's working. Our e-commerce API is ready for integration. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video, where we will deep dive into database modeling using Apito in details.